are here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. It's gotta get it right. It's Friday here in Thailand, and just start the timer. So it's a brand new day and a brand new day in Thailand here. And whoa, the weather again. I was going to go out running this morning, and I thought because it started off lovely and sunny, and I thought maybe not. Let's go because. I thought, I'll go tomorrow because I've got a few things to do today, and I thought, right, I'll, anyway, so, for instance, I haven't bothered, but it's now clouded over, and it's kind of like, and I'm thinking, well, should I? And people think, oh, you're a bit of a wimpy, because you don't go out running when the sun's out. Well, I'm sorry, what happens is, when on my run, etc., when I come back, etc., and even though I've tried to veer it and go opposite way, for instance, I have to spend about 4 or 5 kilometres directly in the sunshine. And if you're having the sun directly in the sun, if you see here, I'm peeling a little bit here at the top, the sun will go directly in the sun. And if you're running back in your last 4 or 5 kilometres before I do a left-hand turn, etc., or even a right-hand turn, away from the sun, it get the sun directly in my ear, my face, etc. And even though again I love the sun, etc., it's just that one thing. And also it is smarter and cooler to us to go to run when it's cloudy or rainy. So regarding whether people look at you, I get some right looks from Thais, etc. For instance, when I'm running in the rain, and why are you running in the rain? It's much better. Anyway, but regardless of that, and so I'll have to see how the weather works out. So you never know, but I still got a lot of things to do today. Anyway, guys, let's move on. So it's the day after the Champions League draw, and I don't know about yourselves. Watching that, I was looking at it on YouTube, and my Christ, the amount of people covering the draw was just ridiculous, isn't it? And it's just, and I'm just so surprised in how many people cover the draw. For instance, live, do streams, and I think near enough everybody does it. Seems to do it, and overall. So for instance, like who to go with, and it's a lot of palaver, isn't it? It really is. They don't have stringing it out, my Christ. They should do it basically, and they say, well, you should basically start it when, or say, guys, listen, we're just going to do this, and then but if you want it, we also start drawing the balls at this time, and then anybody can turn up that time, rather than actually being, I know UEFA trying to get as much money possible out of it. But it's just pointless. It really is, and it's boring as hell. As well, and anyway, to see it anyway. But the new format, again, it's the second season of the new format, and City were drawn with pot 1, as we should be, as well as Liverpool and Barcelona and Real Madrid, and I think also apart from Newcastle and Spurs, I think, but then Arsenal and Chelsea were all in pot 1. And so for instance, I thought it was and we were drawn out last, weren't we? So for instance, and this is our our lineup. So we've got 4 home and 4 away. So we've got we'll find out on Saturday, for instance, the actual dates, for instance. But there's some interesting ones and some not so interesting one. Probably about the most not interesting one is this one, which I can't believe. Again, Real Madrid again. I just knew it. I just stood there in front of the television and I said, listen, we're going to drive Real Madrid. And when Real Madrid got brought out, first team out, Manchester City. It's like, oh God, not you lot again. So for instance, and it's boring as hell. What was it? I think 5 times in a run, 9 times in 3 years or something like that. We're playing them. It's just ridiculous. It really is. It's boring as hell, playing them. We've got to play them in Madrid since Espanyol. So for instance, again, we were not good last season. They got over us, and but they've started off kind of still a bit on the shelf. We'll probably meet up with Rodrigo while we're there, and we'll see how that goes. See Pep meets my Rodrigo in the tunnel again, and see what kind of reception. We'll meet old Trent, the Judas Bellingham and Judas Trent. So yeah, but other than that, for instance, I still don't think the Real Madrid is as good as what they think they are. And so what's it called? If Man City are on the game, then we should beat them. I'm sure they don't want to play Man City either. Also, it was like the return of the lost, the return of the old players, or the old players and the young players. So the likes of Napoli, for instance. So it's Kevin De Bruyne coming back, and then we've got Bayer Leverkusen, it's Claudio Echeverri. You've got depending on the Galatasaray, for instance. So we've got Galatasaray, for instance, which is. You might get a Kanji there, or you might be getting a what was his name, Kanji and Edison. So might be playing in net against us. So you never know. So, but I think what was it? Was that it? Echeverri, Claudio, yeah. So I think, but yeah. So it was like the return of the old City players, or some City players. So yeah, it'll be great. I think the Napoli game's going to be great. I'm glad it's at home. Which is going to get amazing reception when he comes back. Please do know, okay, scored a goal, I believe, over in Napoli. They're going to be a decent team. Now, as the whole thing all together, how do I feel about it? I got, I think, what's it called, LB, I don't think he was thinking too much, but he gave it a 9.5 or 9 out of 10. Then I got the MCFC lads, so then they were giving it about 6 and to 6.5. So they weren't too overly pleased. I think the tricky ones, well, every game tricky, and you never know. For instance, you look at Sporting last year, and what was it called? Who got us on the, when we were winning and they come back? Was it? Oh Christ, what was it? Who were they called? Begin with F. Was it Feyenoord? Was it Feyenoord? No. Anyway, so but any team's going to give us a game, so it's always going to be tough. But we should be going through. I think it was 5 out of 7 games. Win 5, get draw 2, for instance, and then you work 100% through. I think we'll probably learnt of last season. Again, it all depends on Premier League fixtures as well in between. That's the reason why you need a big squad, because if you don't have a big squad, then again you've got, because you're going to have rotate. So, or for instance, and also injuries, etc. So you need a big squad. So yeah. So because you never know, for instance, what side of when we're going to get these guys. I've got the dates when the things, but it's going to be interesting. But for me, the Bodo Glimt has got to be the probably easiest of the group, but you never know. Bodo down here, but it's away, because we've got Madrid away. For instance, yeah. So Madrid away, and yeah. So we've got a few. The homes are Leverkusen, Napoli, Galatasaray, and Dortmund, and then we got was it Real Sociedad? No, hang on. Let me. I'll do it in a second. Anyway, but I do know. Oh God. Okay, let me find. But yeah. Honestly, I do know. But let me just grab something. Yeah. But that's embarrassing. I'm gonna edit this out. No, not at all. What's it called? But yeah. Yeah. So, for instance, yeah, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Napoli, and Galatasaray at home. Yeah, Villarreal, Bodo Glimt, and Monaco. That was it. Monaco. For instance, that's going to be should be. They won't be as good as they were. So we should be. So Bodo Glimt, Monaco, for the home games. Villarreal, we should be beating Villarreal. And then for instance, the aways. For instance, yeah. So, but Galatasaray at home as well. That was important to get them at home as well. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give it a 7.5. If Man City are on it, then then we should be going through with an 8. 8 out of 10. As I said, Real Madrid, it's always this, and then Napoli is going to be tricky as well. So, and Dortmund, we should be beating Dortmund. We've got a good record against Dortmund. It's at home as well. So, but it's yeah, overall good draw, I think, overall, and we should be going through. But again, And normally we go through and exactly so, but I expect. But you never know. So let's see what happens this season, because last season was really, really strange. Madrid was not playing well. City weren't playing well. And we ended up, and PSG weren't playing well, if I can remember correctly. And it was not until they played Man City and they won. Then they went off to Liverpool and won them. And then they kicked into gear. Well, prior to going into Manchester City, PSG weren't playing very well at all. But yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, guys, let's see. See what happens. We got thoughts from Hugo, and he was saying there's a lot of good games, a lot of positive things. We can say we can avoid long trips because the amount of games we had to play from September, we had a lot of games, and the challenge for us. Without long trips is positive. Also, for instance, yeah. It's really, really positive to have Kevin De Bruyne at home with Napoli, our legend. It will be very positive to see him. Pep Guardiola and all his colleagues were really happy to receive him, and our fans also will be very excited to see him. Hugo Viana and life at Man City has been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure and a lot of learning moments for me. It's been very exciting to be in the Premier League with this huge club. Not huge club. And to have the first Champions League experience with Manchester City, it's a pleasure. Right, so yeah, so for instance, all together, so for instance, he was so asked about that. He was also asked about transfers, and he said, I said, how do you transfer business this summer? And he laughed. He said, we are working. So yeah, still got a lot of work to do. Yeah, Claudio Echeverri. But Man City will face Norwegian opposition for the very first time. Bodo Glimt. Erling Haaland scored in the most recent game against them in October 2018 against age 18 from Molde. Man City will face Real Madrid in the UCL for the 5th consecutive season. The most common fixture in the common fifth consecutive season, the most common fixture in the competition since 2021-2022, with 8 meetings. That's what I'm saying. My Christ, they love putting us two together. City will face Dortmund, champion 25-26 Champions League face. Also travel Madrid, blah blah blah. Injury news. Algerian manager Vladimir Patrovic said Ryan Ait-Nouri had an injury. The doctors say it's not serious, and he's trained. He has trained to join the group. Plans to have him playing in the next match. I didn't think it was serious. I think it was just a knock. I think it was an ankle thing. He just got knocked off. I think it came off as a precaution. So I think he'd be all right for as long as he doesn't. So I think he'd be all right for Brighton. Okay, so the UEFA Champions League starting in 2026, additional in Budapest, blah blah blah. What's that crap? So overall, I am kind of okay with the Champions League draw. What was it? I wouldn't say down. I'm not saying down with it. What's it called? I'm not saying anything. Disappointed too much, etc. Again, it's going to be tough. All depends on how we attack. We got to attack every game. We got to go to win every game. We got to get through. We can't end up like we had last season. We can't put our pressure on us onto the last game. So we've got to qualify. But also depending on others. Okay, so there was also, we'll find out on Saturday, for instance, the actual lineup. So, for instance, the actual dates. Where are the match days? Match day 1 is between 16th and 30th September. Match day 2. 30th September to 1st of October. Match day 3, 21st to 22nd of October. Match day 4, 4th to the 5th of November. Match day 5, 25 to the 26th of November. Match day 6, 9th to the 10th of December. Match day 7, 20 to 21st of January. And match day 8 on the 28th of January. So yeah, so those are the match days of actually when it's going to be played. We might be playing Bowler Glimpse somewhere in the Arctic Circle, like in December or January. You never know. So it's going well November. So it's pretty chilly up there, to say the least. I lived in Scandinavia for 10 years. We're saying that though, for instance. I used to go to Scandinavian games. I went to Sweden and Sverige, what's it called, in the winter, and the surprising, really, apart from that, it wasn't that bad, really. It was fresh. I kind of got used to it, really. I used to walk around with a t-shirt. People look crazy. So when I come to Thailand, etc., I would go running round and people look crazy. And in Thailand, when I was living in Scandinavia, for instance, I used to walk around in a t-shirt when I was working, and people looked crazy when it was -10. So there you are. It's all about acclimatation of your body. Anyway, but there you go. I think in the competition overall, for instance, England got 6 teams in the competition compared to only 5 for Spain. How many did Germany get? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They only got 4, and it's England got 6. Wow, that's a lot. A chance of England sides meeting together. Yeah, well, I think Newcastle play. Don't they play? Was it Arsenal or Liverpool? I don't know. Yeah. So, but we'll see. But it's going to be interesting. It really is. City will play Dortmund with 6 meetings in total. We came up against them in 2022-23 group stages. Napoli were our first opponent in the Champions League back in 2011. I was there, and we met them in 2017-2018. The draw means that Etihad return to the City legend Kevin De Bruyne, who's now part of the squad. Villarreal were also part of the group stage in 2011 and 2012. The club's yet to face each other since. Monaco, oh god, I remember that game. That was a hell of a game. Where our opponents, wasn't that Bernardo Silva come from there? Were our opponents in 2016-2017. With a classic tie that ended 66-6 on aggregate. The League One game side going through on away goals. Yeah, I remember it. My God, we were, 3-4-0 down, etc. We came back to win. It was great. We'll go up against Bayer Leverkusen, both again, and Galatasaray for the first time ever. So we haven't played those 3. But yeah, it's going to be overall. I'm happy. I think you've got to be happy. Real Madrid, so annoying. Again, for instance, we probably got their number by now, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get going, see what I've got to do today. So, for instance, and see again the transfer window. I think we can. We've got to see how Savino returns back to Manchester City after his injuries. We've got to see how the Eddie challenge. I think go down to the final transfer window. It just drives me absolutely crazy. I will probably end up keeping a lot of the players, to tell you. I can get the impression. I know that you got the Saudi Arabian. I'm not so sure. I think Turkey's the same time. I think it is the first. Monday, 7:00 p.m. the UK time when it finishes. But it's going to be interesting to see the end of the transfer window and who we get. But overall, how do you think about it? Are you happy? Who's your most worry? Is it Madrid? Is it Napoli? We've got 2 German sides as well as 2 Spanish sides. Only the news, watching United fans just melt is just wonderful. Listening to United fans, the United fans are so much tourists. It's listening to them. We want Solskjaer back because he's been fired, I believe. They want Solskjaer back. They want him back. They want my God, let's get Ten Hag back. Let's get Mourinho back. It's just unbelievable. So all eyes will be on the Burnley and see how, and if they get a penalty, see if they if he hides, he goes hiding down. As long as we but the most important thing, we need to keep Ruben Amorim in his job. What's it called? Just for the game after the international break, which is the City game. And let's just and after that, what's the old then they can get rid. But who they're gonna bring in again? So I think somebody was saying, yeah, but this was the guy Manchester City wanted, Boomer Amarin. And I heard an Arsenal fan saying yesterday, you need to trust in the process. Trust in the process. Oh God, there's a lot of Arsenal fans. You need to keep Viana, what's it called? Amarin, because they need to keep trusting the process. I wonder whether they've heard that before. Oh God! But the meltdown of this football club is just ridiculous. And and it's just it will continue. I'm not saying it won't continue. It will continue because they don't learn from their mistakes. They don't. And this, we're Man United, we're the biggest club in the world, blah 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 blah. Like that means something. It didn't mean something in 1974 when I asked my father about it. It didn't mean something now. And they're just a joke of a club. They really are. So anyway, guys, I'm going to Livy and Levia, True Blue Time from Thailand. Tell me what you think about the Champions League draw. Do you feel that we will be a better team going through this season? Are you a bit nervous going to Madrid again? Where do you see Kevin's going to cause an issue? Was he going to score a hat-trick against Man City and go to Vienna and say, you should have got rid of me? But we'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you True Blue Time from Thailand. Have a good one.